Hello and welcome to ZAG SZN, a Gotham Production Studios original podcast. I'm Autumn.
I'm Danielle.
I'm Dominique.
I'm Raul.
We're here to debate our office's most unpopular and completely meaningless opinions, and my ZAG is this. Bagel shops assume that when you pay $4 for hot bread with cream cheese, that you want a much higher ratio than I think anyone ever wants. They should ask how much cream cheese you want. Because they're already asking you questions. They're like, do you want it toasted? Do you want it scooped? Which that's a whole other thing.
Lots of questions. You're right.
I can't deal with the scoop. It's just one more question, and then you can just keep those extra 9 ounces of cream cheese for the next person. I'm going to save you money, bagel shops. Thoughts?
Well, you know, it's really funny. So growing up, I only liked the least amount of cream cheese possible, to the point where I would have to be able to see the bagel, and they would always put I don't know who came up with the serving size of cream cheese, but whoever decided that that's a normal, no one eats that much cream cheese. Even if you said a normal amount, that's not the thing.
Yeah.
So I think this is a very important conversation for everyone, because it is absurd, the amount of cream cheese. And when you say a little bit, they don't know a little bit is a lot still. So it's very upsetting. And I'm really happy you brought this up, honestly. Next.
I agree. It should be light, medium, heavy, like at salad places. When it's mixed in on the side, light, medium, heavy. That should be a bagel thing.
Yeah.
I'm not really big into cream cheese, to be honest. So this is not something that I encounter ever. But I think that New York, which is where we are, and these are the bagels and the bagel shops that we're talking about, I think that New York tends to lean towards more. In New York, especially when it comes to food, more is more. So my sort of trade-off with New York City is always I'm willing to pay a little bit extra, because that's just how things just cost more in New York City, right? I'm willing to pay a little extra as long as I get something for that. So I think if the default was just a tiny bit of cream cheese, I think that there would be a lot of upset New Yorkers, because I think they might not be in this room, but I'm sure that there are some people who appreciate a hefty helping. But I see what you mean. The bagel ordering process is a whole discussion unto itself.
That's true.
It is.
It's wild.
I'm ready to have the discussion.
I think we should have this discussion. And I would like to bring in another thing that has not really anything to do with the amount of cream cheese, but the fact that people, and I have a lot of friends who are allergic to seeds, and the amount of bagel stores that have hidden sesame seeds in bagels in New York is actually scary. My friend had a legitimate allergic reaction. I had to take her to the shot, because I wasn't sick in the EpiPen, her needles. But I just feel I agree with what you're saying. I feel the entire bagel situation needs to be remedied, because I don't like it at all. I'm just very upset about it.
You know multiple people allergic to seeds?
Yes.
You're quick tangent. I will not save my friend from an anaphylactic episode.
Literally.
And it's the bagel shop's fault.
My ex-boyfriend, 2 of my friends, and then I have other my mom's friend them is oh, I don't need poppy seeds. It's just a whole thing. And I just feel
How often are you visiting
bagel? A lot.
A bagel shop?
A lot.
A lot. So
Yep.
you had it sounds 5 to 6 life-threatening experiences.
Not for me, but for them, for
But
sure.
for them, right?
Yeah.
But you just keep on bringing them. You're it doesn't.
Yeah, maybe it's a me thing.
No, I think that's a New Yorker thing. I think it means you're a New Yorker. We're not. We're going to get our bagels. I need it.
I'm sorry, I went on a tangent, but I just would like to reiterate that I do agree with your ZAG 100%.
Thanks.
In most of the bagel shops that I've ever been in, I feel I order on one side of the restaurant, or what is the shop? It's a shop, right? Okay. I feel I place my order on one side of the room, and then I have to go down to the other side of the room in order to pay for my bagel. And what happens is, along the way, I lose sight. I lose sight of what's going on, what they're doing with my order.
That's very true.
And there's a lot of shenanigans that are going on. Because I'm an egg and cheese kind of guy. Bacon, sausage, whatever you want to do with it. But I'm not getting cream cheese. I'm doing full on, I need this thing to be a sandwich / meal.
So I have a question for you. Do you think it should be written in ounces the amount of cream cheese, or like how do we remedy this?
I don't think ounces is the right amount. I think Dominique was onto something with
Thank you.
with the sliding scale.
Light, medium,
Light,
heavy.
medium, heavy.
Yeah, but I think we combine. We say, like, at this point with coffee, I know exactly what 12 ounces of coffee is. I know the difference. Do I need 16 or 12? I'm good. I think we can get there with cream cheese.
Yeah.
That's true. And that would,
You know,
for the dieters, it would make it easier to keep track of how much cream cheese you're eating for your apps and whatnot.
I've had 2.5 ounces of cream cheese this morning.
Yeah, because, I get my bagel and I'm like, I don't know what to tell my fitness pal about this.
I've lost
Right.
track, yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like a miserable existence, honestly, if you're tracking your
It
ounces of
is.
cream
Thank
cheese.
you.
But
Yeah, that's
I hear
so
you.
sad.
Well, that's the people that scoop.
No, I scoop. I don't count the amount of cream cheese.
You scoop, you're a scooper?
Yeah, I am a scooper
Danielle, you
because
scoop?
let me tell you why. And I have a social media personality that I will not name names because I don't want to give her any credit for this. But someone who we worked with was telling us how she doesn't like when people scoop bagels. I'll tell you guys after. And
I feel like everyone's going to.
no, Dominique
it out on
knows.
their own.
Dominique knows.
No, yeah.
Any other clues you want to
and
drop?
Narrowed it down
And
further.
she, it's fine. Oh, she's not going to listen to this. But she was
That's another clue.
throwing a fit about about scooping bagels, and
Yeah.
she doesn't understand it. But the real New York way to do that is so it has, when you scoop a bagel, then you could have more things in it. Like it's easier to
It's
eat.
just the space.
It's just space.
I've never, so could I be like, scoop it and throw 2 more eggs in this egg and cheese? Like, what would that? I'm going to do it.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
that's
just,
disgusting.
yeah.
I know, but I'm going to
Try
try
it
it.
out.
I have to try it.
Try it.
Let us know.
I think if you don't want the inside of your bagel, you don't want a bagel. Order something
you
else.
just want, yeah,
disagree.
sliced bread.
Agreed.
That's thin.
I disagree. I don't like all that bread in my mouth at one time.
You
It's a
think
lot.
the bagel shell
Yeah.
itself is like, that's what you're there for?
They do sell bagel fins at the store, which
Yeah.
are just
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
a
but
bagel,
that's-
but it's missing a few inches.
Oh my god.
But realistically, when you're getting it scooped, they're not like taking out the entire like bagel. They like pick around the circle, so it's not like there's still a good amount of bagel. It's just not like loaded. Where if you want to put other things like avocado or tomato or something like that, it's just easier to eat. So, at least
I'm
in my
intrigued.
experiences,
I'm not a New Yorker, but I can't align myself with this.
and that's okay. You don't have
I
to.
agree.
Behavior is insane. Last time I went to a bagel shop with Gage, it's a regular one that we go to a bunch. Like, you don't pay for it right away at this place. You wait until
yeah,
it's finished.
you pay on the other side of the room.
So I'm just sitting there vibing, and then she comes over to the cash register with a bagel in a paper bag, and she's like, "Is this yours?" And I said, "What is it?" And she said, "I don't know."
Oh my.
What?
This is the real thing that needs to be fixed in the bagel shops. Is like someone just like they see my face and they think that this one is mine, and and then I walk out and I find out not 30 minutes later. Let's be real, like 5 minutes later. I'm getting to that thing pretty quick, but I find out later that it's not my order, and now all of a sudden I guess I'm having cream cheese and lox and whatever. Yeah,
Well, it's
just
actually
like
frustrating
chaos.
as someone with a dietary restriction who I need that cream cheese to be made out of tofu or I'm going to start crying.
I'm gonna be
and
honest.
she's like, I don't know what this is.
Bagel
Here you
shop
go.
is not the place for anyone who has any kind of allergy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, it's the reality of the situation is like,
yeah.
it's not safe.
I'll say.
Bagel shops are unsafe. That's a good takeaway.
That's a good.
Yeah.
Bagel shops are not a safe space for anybody.
Yeah.
No one's there to take care of you. They're
No.
there to get these bagels out to whoever. Doesn't even matter.
So this has been ZAG season. I'm Autumn.
I'm Danielle.
I'm Dominique.
I'm Raul.
Thank you for listening.